Hi, I'm Tim, welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, please subscribe to our channel. I'd appreciate it, and you'll get a daily dose of our favorite watches. And if you enjoy this watch, well, check it out with our entire family of friends, pre-owned Panerai on thewatchbox.com, with photos, high-res of course, accessories, and full pricing for this and our entire collection of pre-owned Panerai. The watch on my wrist is the Panerai Radiomir 8 Days PAM 197, a combination of a wire lug Radiomir case, pyramid-style hobnail dial, and a Jaeger LeCoultre 8-day manual wind movement. This watch has it all going on. One of 200 made during the G series, you can see this watch is distinctive in profile. A wire lug rod in rose gold is singular in many respects, as it takes the quintessential combat watch aesthetic, the original Panerai combat watch profile, and mixes it with a degree of richness that seems a breed apart from the originals and perhaps a world removed from intent. But what a sensation on the wrist. You can see 45mm square. It's essentially a cushion case. Technically the spacing for the lugs is 26mm, but you can see it's not any kind of conventional lug spacing. Now of course you can remove the lugs using a screwdriver. They're not welded on and the strap isn't sewn on as it would have been in the old days. So this one a bit more user-friendly. Relatively slim in profile. It's not a thin watch, but 15.2mm with several steps and inclines to the case flank. It is an easy watch to slide underneath a dress cuff. It's also a hefty watch on the wrist, as this sheer mass of gold reminds you you're wearing something special. You'll also note that the strap is a bit more upscale than you're used to seeing on Panerai watches. Not the usual rubber or minimally treated calfskin. Alligator in a light brown with a little bit of a red tinge and a contrasting stitch. It features calfskin on the underside and very supple. A wire lug style pin buckle, so this is not the oversized trapezoid we've come to know and love with Panerai. This is befitting of the status and stature of the PAM 197 in Panerai's mid-2000s catalog. Now we'll get a little bit more aperture, a little bit more light. We'll take a look at that case. Beautiful, cushion, symmetrical, easy to wear, with a regularly shaped case back to avoid hot spots or pressure points. You can see how the lugs really just drape the watch over the wrist. So even if your wrist is small, and my wrist is 16 centimeters, you can see how easily it wears without overflowing and looking awkward. I believe you could wear this watch on a wrist as small as 14 to 14.5 centimeters in circumference, 45mm measurements in all. Now you'll also note that the watch features a robust crown, but not the Luminor style crescent crown guard. This is the old style. Back when Rolex made Panerai watches, the screw down was a Rolex oyster crown, and this is a tribute to that era. You can see that the watch is all about its dial. Dramatic rose gold hands at center, as well as a slightly gilded rose gold style printing. It's a light golden tone that contrasts beautifully with the black pyramid hobnail of the dial, which is also a Panerai sandwich style. Now we'll get a little bit closer, zoom in. You can see the texture of the dial sets this one apart from, for example, a garden variety PAM 190 featuring the same movement in a steel case. So this is a special watch, both from a distance and up close. Now you have all of the refinements you would expect in a Panerai tool-style watch, despite the upscale intent of this timepiece. 100-meter water resistance thanks to a screw-down crown, and you'll note on the case back this is what Panerai describes as its OP14 movement, actually a JLC 877, but some changes have been wrought, as the JLC is a 25 joule movement and this is a 33 with a customized case-back power reserve indicator designed to maintain the clean and classical aesthetic of the sandwich profile on the front. The 3-hand with small seconds at 9. Beating away at 28,800 vibrations per hour, it uses double mainspring barrels to extend its power reserve over the full 8 days, while also keeping good time throughout. A lot of long power reserve movements don't keep extra precise time at the beginning and end of their wind. The double barrel arrangement of this watch does away with that concern. Now you also note the presence of a polished swan's neck regulator, Côte de Genève across the bridges, as well as heat-blued kiln-fired oxidized screws. JLC uses the real thing. It does feature a refinement that you'll find useful for synchronizing to a reference time. As you unscrew the crown, pull it out, stop the second hand, and now you can synchronize to your reference timer. An unusual and upscale Panerai with the heart of high horology on the inside. This is a versatile timepiece, and once again, throw it on a Panerai rubber strap or a NATO, a water-resistant band, and this watch is 100 meters water-resistant with the crown screwed down. A handsome and versatile watch. This is the Panerai aesthetic taken to the next level of luxury and refinement with, once again, a true high horology heart to match. See the watch that puts it all together, substance and style, the PAM 197, only on the Watchbox. A Panerai loom shot is always an event, and this PAM 197 is no exception. Small seconds, robust loom for indices, hands, and tri-Arabics. You can see this one in rose gold with hobnail dial by the light of day on the watch box.